Yes, yes, welcome in everyone. It's the One Burner Bachelor, 37 steps up high above the city, fresh off of our unbelievable visits to the Hyde Park Emergency Food Bank. Angelo's come out to say hi. It's kind of a chilly morning. What I've got going on in the pot right now. Oh, I've used those heat and serve breakfast sausages quite a few times. I just got the originals and a bag of mixed peppers and onions. And what am I going to add to that? Oh, one of the favorites. Michelinas. Zappums. The macaroni and cheese. 1, 2. They're completely frozen, as you can see. 3 of them. 3 of them in there. Okay? We're going to let them release moisture, do their thing. Keep going with that sausage. We're going to cover up the Dutch oven and let them do their thing. And I'm actually putting all this together. The Hyde Park Food Pantry, the Emergency Food Pantry, thanks to everyone there. Today they're open from 9:30 to 12:30, and I'm going to make my way over there right around noontime with this macaroni and cheese, sausage, peppers, and onions for the crew, for the people that are serving all the people today and the people that work there. I just talked to my friend Jim. I talked to John earlier. I've got a great lead on a refrigerator that we talked about. It's not quite the 2-door slide one, but it's almost a brand new, nice fridge. So I'm going to take a little video of that today and bring that over to show Janet, and she could maybe pass that information on to the board of directors or the other people there at the Hyde Park Emergency Food Pantry, and hopefully they can use it. And of course, we're going to be looking for some way to get it out of here. It's up here on my 3rd floor out in the hallway. It was here 9 years ago when I moved in, and because I'm cheap. Let me get another look here outside. Because I'm cheap. Here's Angelo. You don't want to sit on your couch, hon? No, okay, you don't have to. It's nice. Hey, get on this couch. Get on your couch. It's okay. So, I had one from, wasn't the one I had from college, but one of those college-sized mini fridges. And it's just me. And all I keep in it sometimes is some cold beer and whatever it is I need in the fridge. So I put that big brand new one out in the hallway 9 years ago when I moved in, and it's still there. I've had it, of course, propped open with the ice cube trays. Look at the sky today. So anyways, it's basically brand new, but we're just going to need some help getting it out of here from 37 steps up, high above the city. We'll be back, everybody. It's a nice, chilly, beautiful fall morning. There. So now my boy Angelo's settling in on his couch. I'm just going to sit here in the chair for a minute and share another one of our not top 10 or 1 or 2 of our not top 10s. We'll just kind of imagine the sky and see that out there. So I don't know really how young when it's a boo-boo or not an all-time top 10, but oh, you think back of 5th, 6th, 7th grade, those awkward teenage years. That's in a song somewhere, which totally makes sense. You don't think you're awkward at the time. You're a big shot. You know everything. You're just growing into your hat. And, so I had to be 11 or 12. And we moved from Girard Road. Mom said that's what I called it when I was a little kid, when I was 4. And we moved to Prospect Street. It was a new neighborhood. We had, I think, got one of the first houses or one of the first lots. And there was no one else in the neighborhood. I was 4. I was a little kid looking for something to do. And they built a house on the hill. There was a secret passageway. We walked up the hill to get to this house. And I can remember as just a little kid sitting there in the sand and just watching the guys build the house. Every day I'd just go up there and sit. Mom could see me out the window and I would just watch. And finally, the house was done and a family moved in. And the mother of that family, Wilma, tells a story that when the first time she met me and I was this little snotty-nosed little redheaded kid, little redheaded boy, and first thing I said to her was, "Do you have any kids?" And she said, "Yes, I do, but they're all little girls." And I guess I said, "I don't care as long as they're kids, because I'm the only kid around here." So things went from there. We grew up as neighbors, and the oldest daughter, Jackie, was only a year behind me, and Annie was 2 years, and Jenny was my little sister's age, a couple years older than my little sister, a few years behind us. And I guess as we, of course, started playing and being friends and playmates, Mom tells a story that if Jackie and I were going to do something, Annie would be behind us saying, "Me too, me too, me too," and she'd come along. So anyways, to get to the not top 10, right, Angelo? He's listening. I love you. So I'm 11 or 12, and Jackie's 10 or 11. So you're at that age where you're kind of a big shot. You kind of want to show off for the girl in the neighborhood. The parents of the little girl, you know, you're kind of a wise guy. You're just who you are. You're a kid. So Jackie found some golf clubs, her grandfather's or an old set down in their basement. And we were down there, and I said, oh, I know how to do that. So we bring the golf bag up the basement stairs, and of course we find a tee and a golf ball, and I get the driver out. So we've got the ball teed up, and we're looking, there's the old Smiths, then the Italian Peoples, then the next house, and then the house all the way at the end, you know, and all the way across the neighborhood, and we can see as clear as far as you can see. So I have that ball teed up, and I wind up with that driver, and I swing as hard as I can, and I follow through the club, and I hear that tink, you know, that sound that hopefully is the golf club hitting the golf ball. So we're both looking, and we don't see the ball going anywhere, and Jackie says, where is it? And I look down on the tee, and the ball's still there on the tee. Well, what was that tink? Well, the neighbors, screen houses were kind of a big thing at the time. And they had just got their brand new one and had it set up right there in their backyard. And when I wound up and swung that golf club as hard as I could and whiffed at that ball and followed through, that tink was the head of the driver banging off one of the metal frames of the screen house and it putting a hole right through the screen in the brand new screen house. And I can remember saying, I ripped it, Jack. And she didn't know what I meant. And I pointed to the hole in the screen house. And she says, I have to tell my mother. Oh, those awkward years. So that's and you know, trying to show off, trying to do this, and then, you know, and of course, the mother was pissed. I mean, mad. Sorry, that was a bad word. Of course she was. I just put a hole in the brand new screen house. So anyways, I was pretty young to make something on the not top 10, but I think that fits. Right, Angelo? We love you. Say hi to everybody. Good boy. Hi. How can you be so handsome this morning? All right. So let's just get back to. Here's a shot of this is the Michelina's macaroni and cheese. Flavor you crave, value you love, home style macaroni and cheese, Zappums. And we've used those before and they're awesome. So now with my tongs here, as you can see, it's just a little bit easier for me at this second. Now, I'm still got to be very careful with the one hand thing. And my friend of mine, Ronnie G's, been after me to get a helmet cam or something. But the thing with that is I like to pause it a lot. And I'd be reaching for my head and trying to find the button or trying to figure a way to shut the thing off. So for now, I'm just kind of doing the best I can. I should get a bigger table. He has a table for me, you know. And I think we're going to do an outdoor cookout from the One Burner Bachelor, possibly on the road somewhere, or even out here, 37 steps down from the city, out in front of that awesome Greg Bernstein Greetings from Hyde Park Main Street's mural. So we'll have a bigger table also instead of using my living room chair. Although the chair, I think, was pretty psyched to visit the kitchen. It was the first time it's ever been in the kitchen. So, okay, you can see these are breaking up. There's some nice moisture in there from the frozen peppers and onions and the juice from the sausage. And now, of course, the frozen mac and cheese is releasing a little bit of juice. The smell's awesome. One Burner Bachelor. Angelo just popped in for a drink. We're 37 steps up high above the city on a chilly fall day, doing the best we can. This is the priority right now. Yikes. Okay, everybody, we'll be back. It smells awesome. Yes, we're back. Angelo's just stretching out a little bit before he gets comfy again on his couch. You okay, bud? Love you. Want to sit up for 1 second? Say hi, everybody. Hi. How handsome you are. Hi. All right. So, gosh, I came back on here for a second, but we're running out of space. My camera just told me again, so I'm just going to give you one look at that. We're going to wrap it up, pack it up, and bring it to the great volunteers at the Hyde Park Emergency Food Pantry a little bit later this morning, and hopefully we'll have good news on the fridge, and we'll follow through on that. Thanks again, everyone. Support your local food pantry.